Hi guys. So I just wanted to talk to you a second about sales progression, because it's not something that people talk about a lot. We're all chasing the deals, we're all finding deals, but that's really only the beginning. A lot of the hard work and a lot of the important stuff is done once the deal's been found. And let me give you an example here. So I've agreed a deal a couple of weeks ago, and the first thing and the most important thing is getting the seller to complete all their documents. Now that might sound obvious, but not all sellers realise that if they don't fill in the forms, nothing's going to happen. Because this seller, some sellers only sell one property their whole life, and I think that was the case with this particular one. So they don't really understand the process. So obviously it's going to depend on whether you're dealing with the seller directly or whether you're dealing with an estate agent. I usually deal with sellers directly, so it's a bit easier for me, because all you need to do is just give them a ring, drop them a message and say, did you get the forms from your solicitor? Have you had a chance to fill them in yet? When you can, do crack on, and we can get the sale moving. And then they know that basically if they don't, nothing's going to happen. It's a bit more difficult with an agent, because it's the agent's job to do that. But in my experience, it doesn't always happen. It's because the sales progression teams within estate agents can really vary from amazing to terrible. So the first thing I do, even if it's an agent sale, is ask the agent to just be making sure that the seller is filling in their forms. So the example I'm going to tell you about was the sellers were one couple, two people, and it was a divorce. One seller had filled in the forms, one hadn't, but both of them didn't realise that they were holding the sale up. The agents hadn't contacted them to chase them. The only reason I knew nothing was moving was because my solicitor, my buyer's solicitor, hadn't received any contracts and time was ticking on. So when we finally got through to them, they were completely unaware that nothing had happened with this sale, and they were completely unaware that the reason nothing had happened with this sale was because they hadn't sent the forms back. So first things first, if you're lucky enough to find a great deal and you're lucky enough to get it into legals, don't stand still and assume that it's moving forwards, because it might not be. Make sure the seller has filled in the forms and sent them back to the solicitor. That's the first pressure point. If you do that, a contract won't be far away and everything can start ticking over quite nicely. But if you sit back and assume things are happening, you might be in for a bit of a surprise. That's it, guys. Have a great day. Speak to you soon. Bye.